I want to thank Audible for sponsoring this week's episode. Audible has the world's largest selection of audiobooks and audio entertainment. Hundreds of quarterbacks have been compared to Brett Favre and his unique run-and-gun play style. But imagine someone living up to that comparison while possessing a hyper level of efficiency that the game has never ever seen before. That's Patrick Mahomes. As the Chiefs gear up for Super Bowl 54 against the 49ers, a trail of defensive coordinators' tears have been left behind as Mahomes has given them little hope, then snatched away every last shred of their dignity. After a miraculous start to his young career, he is poised to become the face of our game. There's a certain feeling we get as football fans when we watch something truly special. It just feels different. Mahomes has the big arm, the freestyle nature, and no-look passes, but there's so much more nuance to his game. What separates him from some of the greats that have come before him? His flexibility within the system is his greatest strength. He will morph and contort into anything necessary to beat whatever coverage the defense can scheme up. If you press the line and play up close, he will roll out and burn you over the top. If you sit back deep, he will pick you apart underneath. You need option, RPOs, rushing yards? He does all of that at an elite level. Mahomes is already one of the best quarterbacks pre-snap I've ever charted, but his ability after the snap is what's absolutely terrifying. As he drops back, he can feel the weakness in your coverage. He can sense the empty lane in your pass rush, all while keeping his eyes downfield. Though his 2019 stats weren't quite at the 50 touchdown, 5,000 yard mark we saw in 2018, he's improved in plenty of ways. In week 14, the Chiefs headed to New England with a first-round bye on the line. The last time these two faced off, a Super Bowl appearance had been snatched away from right under their nose. So the Chiefs came ready. There are only a handful of coverages teams feel even a little bit comfortable calling to try to slow this Chiefs offense. The Patriots opened the game using their Tampa 2 zone coverage, which is similar to regular cover 2 zone with 2 deep safeties and 5 underneath defenders, but pulls the middle hook defender into the deep hole in the middle of the field, which plugs the open area that teams love to attack. Tampa 2 zone has a variety of advantages. For one, it's an easier coverage to disguise. If pre-snap, the defense has just one high safety, it looks like cover 1 or cover 3 to the quarterback. But then at the snap, the second safety rolls to the deep half. Since there's heavy coverage underneath, it gives him time to get into position. The Patriots called Tampa 2 twice in the first several plays of the game, but on 3rd and 10 and the 5th pass of the game, their game plan was taken advantage of. Each defensive coverage is designed to stop one play at a time, but Mahomes can beat that design when he rolls out and creates a second play. The Patriots try and muddy Mahomes' pre-snap read. The 2 deep safeties can jump into a variety of looks from this depth, and cornerback Stephon Gilmore is pressed to the line of scrimmage, indicating man coverage. The previous play had wide receiver Tyreek Hill attack the corner in Tampa 2, so he fakes that corner route hoping the safety bites, then attacks the deep hole on a double move. Tight end Travis Kelce will run an out route to occupy the curl flat defender, and wide receiver Sammy Watkins will run a dig route all the way across the field. Even though running back Spencer Ware is just running a check down, his alignment is crucial to the play. The Tampa 2 defender will turn to the strength of the offense, which is the side with more receivers. Since Ware is to the defense's left, the defender will open to his left with his back turned to Watkins. Coverages are designed to hold up for 3 to 4 seconds max. It's really just unfair to ask a defense to defend any longer than that. The first part of the play, the Tyreek double move that they tried to set up, doesn't work. So Mahomes extends to the second play within the play. This is why Mahomes is so deadly. He routinely forces the defense to cover for an eternity. He buys time, and 7 seconds into the down, he sizzles a missile to pick up the first down. From the end zone angle, we can see what I think is one of his most underrated qualities, his pocket movement and ability to manipulate defenders while playing within structure. As he drops back, he stares at Tyreek Hill to get the safety to bite on the corner. When that doesn't work, he rolls towards Kelce, who also isn't open. He almost launches a Tyreek bomb, but he's bottled up downfield. Due to good play design, Watkins comes right into his eyesight and he makes the throw. That subtle pocket movement is a critical part of the play. The right tackle is protecting the pocket and defending inside towards the center. He has no idea Mahomes is starting to roll right. This is not by accident. It's second nature for Mahomes to set up defenders while his eyes are on his receivers. By rolling to his right, he sets up the pass rusher to jump outside. Then Mahomes slides back inside, giving his tackle better leverage. This buys the extra time needed and creates space to step up. When the defense is in zone coverage, their eyes are on Mahomes and not Watkins, who slides into the hole in the defense. It's almost impossible to defend a play for this long when your eyes aren't even on the receivers. This petrified the Patriots and forced them into man coverage. I mean, if the play's gonna last that long, you have to play man coverage, which creates opportunities for brackets and double teams on their explosive weapons. Teams have tried many variations of man coverage against the Chiefs. You have to be creative when you double Hill or Kelsey, because you're extremely limited if you double both in the same play. So teams need to alternate between the two to keep the quarterback guessing. Against the Chiefs, defenses will usually play cover one man rat, which is man coverage across the board with a deep safety in zone, while an underneath defender known as the rat helps cut crossing routes. Or that same defender can double Kelsey while the safety goes over top of Hill. That's what the Patriots are trying to disguise. But at the snap, they roll into cover two man, which doesn't have a double on either, but helps the coverage by eliminating anything deep. They're running the dagger concept with wide receiver Mecole Hardman on a deep clear-out route to occupy the two deep safeties, while Tyreek Hill runs a deep dig route 20 yards to the sticks. Since the defense has two deep, the man coverage defenders leverage inside to funnel the receivers outside to where they have help. This means Hill has to beat the corner outside, then cross his face towards the middle of the field. This takes a ton of time for Hill to make that move and get open, so Mahomes has to wait till the last possible second. He drops to the very top of the pocket, steps up, and throws an absolute laser beam that picks up the first down. The Patriots' two deep safety strategy didn't work. They basically had two guys covering grass, which left Hill one-on-one, so they needed a concept that created tighter coverage. Several plays after the 3rd and 20 conversion, it's 2nd and 25. They used that cover one rat defense with one deep safety and rat linebacker to take away any of those quick slants or over routes the Chiefs love to call. They run the same dagger concept, or so it seems. Tyreek Hill isn't even on the field here, and they have Mecole Hardman running that same clear-out route and Sammy Watkins running the dig. At the snap, the defenders play outside leverage to funnel the receivers into their safety and rat linebacker who are in the middle of the field. The Patriots are all geared up for dagger, their safety is over the top, and the rat is ready to cut off the dig route. But Hardman isn't running the same route. It's a fake. He angles towards the safety and then cuts back to the corner. He's so fast, you have to respect his speed deep. Mahomes stares at the route the entire way to shade the safety towards that side of the field. While getting pressure straight up the middle, he has to throw early and off his back foot. He lets go of the ball the split second before Hardman breaks. With his ability to stand in and the Chiefs' clever play design, Hardman hits a 50-yard home run. Fast forward to the divisional round in the playoffs, and the Texans didn't fare much better. They pretty much abandoned any zone coverages and were content to mix in cover one rat, cover one dog, and cover one double. It took the Chiefs all of the first quarter to realize this was basically the entire defensive game plan. But once they did, they started using their switch releases and rub concepts to score 40 unanswered points. They're down 24-0, and the Texans have been calling the same man coverage all day. Whenever a linebacker is outside on a running back, this screams that the defense is in man coverage. They're in cover one rat with two down linemen. Linebacker Bernardrick McKinney is the rat, and rush linebackers Jacob Martin and Brendan Scarlett are rushing the passer. As running back Damian Williams motions back towards the formation, and linebacker Zach Cunningham follows him, Mahomes knows these four linebackers are the key. One is the rat, one is covering Williams, and the other two are blitzing. He just doesn't know who's doing what. McKinney starts frantically yelling at Scarlett to get up and take Williams, but instead of stopping, he passes Mahomes and goes to his left. So McKinney starts yelling at Martin to get out of his three-point stance so that he can cover Williams. Mahomes steps up to watch, And listen, he knows if Martin has the back, he can expect a 4-man rush with McKinney or Cunningham playing the rat. Kelce and Watkins are running the drive concept to interfere with Martin. Kelce will run an in route, and Watkins will run a shallow drag underneath. Kelce's in route acts as a rub, and he smashes into Martin. This leaves a small window for Williams. Since McKinney is the blitzing linebacker, Mahomes has to get the ball off quick. Even though this might seem like a large window, it closes quickly. This ball has to be placed precisely on time and with pace. The moment Williams turns around, the ball is on his body and in his hands, and he walks in for the Chiefs' first touchdown of the game. Zone coverage doesn't work, man coverage doesn't work. Defenses want to keep Mahomes in the pocket by playing contain and rushing their defensive ends upfield, but then he just slides up in the pocket and rips 50-yard bombs. At the same time, the very second that defensive end slips inside to produce pressure, Mahomes can sense the edge has collapsed and pick up an easy 10 yards. His ability to keep his eyes downfield, watch the play unfold while sensing the holes in the defense and pass rush is completely unfair. In the AFC Championship, the Titans used elements of the Patriots and Texans game plans. They used a variety of disguises to shift into Tampa 2 zone or man coverage, and were extremely physical with receivers and shoved them at the line of scrimmage to throw their routes off course. However, it slowed their pass rush and allowed Mahomes to extend plays and destroy their coverages. They did everything they could to confuse the Chiefs, but they were flat out overwhelmed. Defenses like cover 1 rat because it limits some of the things the Chiefs love to do. But when this offense knows it's coming, they have plenty of ways to dice it up. The 3 cornerbacks lined up outside on the 3 receivers and the safety aligned over Travis Kelce are all pretty obvious indicators they're in man coverage. The positioning of the deep safety and the linebacker in the middle show they're probably playing rat. Defenses love this call when Tyreek Hill is positioned as the number 3 receiver inside. That 3 refers to how the defense counts receivers from the outside in. Every team is scared of Hill at the 3 because of all the room he has to work with and how quickly he can beat his man in a foot race over the middle. So the rat helps with slants and digs, and the safety helps with posts and deep overs. Including the cornerback, this essentially creates triple coverage. Right before the snap, the Chiefs short motion Mecole Hardman from the number 2 spot to the number 3 spot. This shifts all that coverage onto Hardman instead of Hill. Hardman runs the deep over and takes on the triple coverage, while Hill runs a seam route straight up the field. Cornerback Logan Ryan has to keep Hill inside to funnel him towards his help. Hill gives him a little shimmy at the line, and the moment Ryan lets him outside, it's done. The Chiefs are experts at scheming their electric skill players into the right formations and concepts, giving Mahomes opportunity after opportunity to make show-stopping plays. Zone coverage, man coverage, it almost doesn't matter because Mahomes will rip it up again and again. Your only hope is to pick a play, pray that it works, then next play call the complete opposite. Then maybe, just maybe, you'll catch him off guard. There is that certain feeling we get when watching a transcendent talent, and Mahomes provides that every time he plays. He's searching for your weakness, and the moment he finds it, it's over. Thank you so much to Audible for sponsoring this week's episode. Audible is a product I actually use myself, so it's cool to be sponsored by something I really enjoy. Audible is the leading provider of audiobooks, and they have pretty much anything you can think of, whether it be bestsellers, celebrity memoirs, news, business, and of course, some of the best sports titles you'll find. I love football, but I follow other sports like basketball pretty closely as well, and was obviously devastated with Kobe Bryant's passing. Rest in peace, Kobe. So to honor him and learn more about his career, I used my monthly credit to pick Showboat: The Life of Kobe Bryant, which details his playing career and how he formed the Mamba mentality as he grew older in the league. That, of course, is just one title. Audible has a truly unbeatable selection of audiobooks and Audible originals, which are stories created exclusively for audio, including documentaries, exclusive audiobooks, and scripted shows that you can't find anywhere else. You can listen to all of these at home or on the go on any type of smart device you own. Visit audible.com/Rollins or text Rollins to 500-500. That's audible.com/ROLLINS or text Rollins to 500-500. Again, thanks to Audible for sponsoring this episode, and thanks to you guys for staying with me until the end. All right, until next Saturday, see ya.